Okay, so to get started, we're at ZOHO.com, so ZOHO.com. And you want to be aware that ZOHO changes their homepage here quite often, but the basis of this is we want to find the mail option here. We're going to click on mail, and then when we get to the next screen, what we want to do is make sure we've got business email selected. Now this will give us up to 5 business email addresses, so like an info@yourdomainname.com and then sales@yourdomainname.com as an example if you're selling products and services, and then you'll have a couple left for your own. So to get started, you want to click on this sign up for free button here, and then you want to scroll down, and what you'll find is there is the free plan forever, so up to 5 users, with 5 gigabytes, so 25 megabytes per user. Attachment limit, so people can't attach huge files to the emails. Web access and mobile access as well. And email hosting for a single domain. So basically it's 5 email addresses for the one domain. But as it says, 5 gigabyte, right? It's still a lot of data usage. So you'll want to make sure that you can log into this email account on a regular basis and keep it clean, right? Delete any emails that you're not using or are not relevant anymore so you don't run out of space. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to click on sign up now, and that'll take us here. So you want to put in your name, right? An email address or phone number. Now, I'd suggest an email address. The easiest way to do this, by the way, is this is the email address to register for your ZOHO account, right? So the best thing to do is just use a Gmail email address, so something that you're logging into on a regular basis. Then you want to put in a password for your ZOHO mail account. You need to tick the I agree button and then click the sign up. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back in a minute when that's done. Okay, so as you can see, once you click the button, what happens is they send you a verified, and they resend this what they call an OTP, or a one-time password, right? And so you need to go to your email address that you set this up with and find that one-time password and re-enter it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is add an existing domain name. So this must be a domain that you've already purchased and you have attached it to your Groove account, and you have a website already built using Groove pages and have that site already active, right? What you want to do is click on the add now button, and you want to put in the existing domain name, so the domain name that we own, and then a name for the organization. So put those 2 details in, double check them to make sure they're correct, and then click on add. And that will go through and create the organization for you. The next thing we need to do is to do what we call a domain verification. So we need to click on this button here for proceed to domain name verification, and it will go and fetch the details from the domain name. And as you can see here, what it's asking us to do is log into the domain name service and add this new TXT record into our account. It does say it may take up to 30 minutes or 1 day for the change to take effect, depending on the DNS. And once it has taken effect, you need to come back here and click the button below to verify the domain process. Now, we're going to go through this, and I'm going to show you how to do this, because actually what we want to do is do this inside of our Groove account, our GrooveAsia account, because this is where we actually have our DNS or domain name services pointed to. So let's go over to Groove and see what we need to do next. So here we are on our Groove dashboard. I'm going to come up to my little logo up here, click on here. I'm going to come down to account and click on my account. Then in here, I'm going to click on domains. In domains, I'm going to click on the custom domains, because we've added in a custom domain, or hopefully you've done that already. Then we need to click on manage, and we need to find the domain name in question. So here's the one that I'm dealing with here. And what you want to do is click on DNS, and wait for this to pop up. And what we want to do then is add in this TXT record. So I'm going to click on add. And the first thing I'm going to do is over here it says type. I want to change this to TXT. In the name field, I'm going to type the @ symbol, and then I need the content. So the content that was provided by ZOHO. So I'm going to go back to ZOHO, and I'm going to grab this detail here. The easiest way to do it is just click on the click copy here. That'll make sure it's copied. And then we're going to go back to our dashboard, and we're going to paste in that content. So paste. I'm going to leave the TTL where it is and click save, and that should then save the record for us. And there we go. We can see we have ZOHO added in here. Now, if you have another TXT record in here, you're going to want to delete this, right? Because you only want the one TXT record for the ZOHO mailer. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to confirm that I want to get rid of that one. And there we go. All good and done. All right, once I've finished adding that record, I'm going to click on update up here. That'll bring me back to the Groove dashboard. Then I want to go back to ZOHO, and we need to click on this verify TXT record. Now, as we've said, it can take up to 30 minutes, it can take 1 day, sometimes it can be as quick as 5 or 10 minutes. So what you want to do is just click on this verify, make sure it's verified, and it'll tell you when it is. There you go, fantastic. The next thing you want to do is set up a username for your account, right? So here we go. This is the super administrator for the organization, and this person, whoever this username is here, will be able to create all the other email addresses for your account with ZOHO. So it's really important that you get these details right, and then once you've done that, you want to click on create. Okay, so you can see that email has been created. Now, if you want to add in more emails, remember you can have 5 in total. What you want to do is click on the add button up here and go through and put in some more details. You can also force that user to change their password when they first log in, and you can add in a new photo. So if you want an info or a sales email address, you can create them in here. So you put in all the details for that account, click add, then go through and create the entire setup. I'm not going to add that at the moment. I'm just going to leave it there, and we're going to continue through to set up groups by coming down the bottom here. Proceed to set up groups. And you can see here ZOHO Mail helps organize. You can create a group if you like. But in this case, we don't need to be creating any particular group. So we're just going to proceed down here to DNS mapping. So I'm going to click on that. And in this section, what we want to do is go through the process of verifying some MX records. So MX record stands for mail exchange. It just allows you to send and receive emails on these email addresses. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we did before. We need to add these 3 MX records into our Groove account. So I'm going to start, and you can see here we need @ or blank. So we're going to use the @ symbol, and priority is 10 for the first one and this MX record. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to go back to our Groove account where we were before on the dashboard. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to log back into our account, into domains, into manage, okay, come into the DNS for this particular one again, and we're going to click on add record, and we want to add in another record. So this time it's going to be MX record. We're going to select the @ symbol. The content we're going to paste in for this first one. We're going to leave the TTL, but as it's suggested, the first one is priority 10, and click save. We want to go back to ZOHO, and we need to get the second one. So we've got 2 more to do. One is 20 and one is 50. So we're going to do these quickly. I'm going to copy it, go back to Groove, add MX record, paste that in and make it 20 and save. and then we're going to go back to ZOHO and grab the last one, and this priority is 50. So we're going to copy that, go back to the Groove dashboard, add record, again, MX record, the @ symbol, paste it in, priority is 50, and click save. And once we're done, we're going to just update it by clicking the update button up the top right hand corner to get back to our dashboard, and we're done. Okay, so we want to go back to ZOHO Mail now, and we want to click on the Verify Records button here, but it may or may not verify straight away. Again, it can take up to an hour or so to verify, so we're going to click on this, and good, in this point it's verified straight away. But if yours doesn't verify, then just wait and try the verification button again, because you don't want to go past this point until it is verified. Then we want to come down here and proceed to SPF configuration. So I'm going to click on that. And again, there is another record we need to add in to our account. So same as before. So we need to log in and we need to add another TXT record. So this is for the verification here. So again, I'm just going to copy this one. I'm going to go back to Groove dashboard. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Come in, my account, domains, click on the domain, click manage, find the domain in question, open that domain up, and the same as before, we want to add in a new TXT record. Okay, so add record, this time TXT, we're going to put the name in as @ paste that content in, and then go save. Once it's saved, we want to come and click update again just to update it, and then we can go back to ZOHO Mail. Again, we need to verify this record after we've added it in. So we're going to click on Verify SPF Record button here, and you can see FPS verification failed. For here's some top reasons. Now again, it can take a few minutes before this is finished. Just like the last one, you see 30 to 40 minutes. So if you get this option, then what you want to do is just wait on this screen. Go away and do something. Come back again in a little while, and then try and click on the Verify Records again to see if it works. Again, you don't want to go past this page until these are verified. So we'll come back to this in a minute when these are verified, and then we'll continue on to do the DKIM records. Okay, so as you can see, our FPS record is now verified. So we're going to go through and do the DKIM record here. Now, the DKIM record really will help to ensure that mail is delivered to the inbox and verifies you as a sender. So it is highly recommended that you make sure you get all of these records done, and especially the DKIM. So with the DKIM, it's a little bit different. As you can see here, we need to do a TXT record again, but instead of putting the @ symbol this time, we need to put in these details here, and then this needs to be the value. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this first, and then we're going to go back to our Groove dashboard. We're going to log in like we did before into my account, into domains, back into manage here, find our record again, and then we're going to click on DNS. And again, it's a TXT record that we want to add. So we're going to add, we're going to go to TXT here and TXT, and for the name, that's where we're going to paste it in the name. Now the content that we want is the second part of this record, so this part here. Again, we're going to click on copy, and then we're going to go back to our Groove dashboard. We're going to put in the content like this, and that's done. We're going to click save, wait for it to save, and then once it's saved, we're going to do what we did before, and we're going to update the record. Now, as you can see, when it saves, it looks a little bit different here now in the domain section, because we have the DKIM record added in, and we have all of the additional content. I'm just going to click on update, and that will lock that in, and then I can go back to ZOHO Mail, and I can click on Verify DKIM record, and there you go, we are done. Now we can proceed to the email migration. If we want to do email migration, we're going to click on that, and then it will go through and we can import mails from and contacts from other services if we like. I'm not going to do that in this case. I'm just going to proceed to mobile configuration. We can set up the mobile configuration if we want. That's up to you, where you can download an app for your mobile. I'm just going to proceed to set up there, and I can go to the admin console or check out our inbox. We're going to click on the inbox here, and it's going to load, and it's going to look similar to a Gmail inbox. You can see they give you a welcome email. You can go through all of the information here, and it tells you about your calendar settings, so you can set your calendar setting if you like. You can also choose your display and name signature here, and we'd highly recommend you put in a name signature. And also you can choose the different types of themes you want. Just go through, and then once that's done, you can click Access ZOHO Mail. There you go, and we're in our inbox. As you can see here is our inbox. ZOHO has sent us an email, and there's the welcome email that they send us. What we can do from here is we can go through and actually test our email, right? So I'll just go up to new mail, and we can send an email to ourselves. So just put in an email address you want to send it to, put in a subject line, and put in some bogus text, of course, and then just click send, and then go and check it to see if you received the email. Then my advice to you is reply to that email, and then come back to your inbox and see that you've got a reply, so that you know the entire system is working. And that's it. That's ZOHO Mail. Now, when you want to get back to your account, what you want to do is just come back to mail.zoho.com, and you'll be able to log into your account with the details that we set up at the very beginning. And as always, you'll be able to do like you do with any other inbox account. You can check your email, send email, check your spam and your trash, and you set up your newsletters, and you can even create folders and tags to organize the emails that are coming in. But as I mentioned right back at the beginning of this video, remember you have a limited storage space in here. So if you've got mail in your inbox, so we go back to our inbox and you're done with it, then what you want to do is just delete it like this and get rid of it. One email deleted. Perfect. It goes to the trash. That's fine. So what we want to do then is come down to the trash box, and you can see it here, and we want to empty the trash and click OK, and that will get rid of everything that we don't need, so we're not taking up space in our ZOHO account. Alright, that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.